Hey guys, it's Hawkeye from Marveldcforum.com. I'm here with Captain Van Hammer.
How y'all doing?
And Bob Dole.
Hey guys.
And we're going to do a comic review of our favorites from our digital library.
Yeah, that's right. We are trying to get our digital library more attention, and we are going to review our absolute favorites.
Alright, what we're bringing to you this time is Tower of Babel. Anyone want to say anything before we get started with the questions?
I love this comic. I think it's a great... They wrote it. It was written really well.
I love it too. It's just like the movie Justice League Doom. It's pretty much the same plot. So if you have not read this, you can obviously listen in if you've seen Justice League Doom, because you'll know what's happening. And this is going to have some mad spoilers, so fair warning, spoiler alert.
And you can download it for free on our website.
Alright, so here we go. Having seen the movie Doom, what is the plot difference going on here?
Well, we got different villain. And the first villain in the movie, what was his name again?
Well, let's just say the plot overall if they haven't seen Doom first. Basically, Batman is... he has a plan to take down everybody in the Justice League, right?
Just in case somebody gets,
It's like a contingency plan, and someone steals it. In this comic, it's Talia steals it and initiates it, and it's pretty chaotic. It's really hardcore.
I mean, they basically just take him out of the picture, like everyone. Yeah. They find everybody. He finds everybody's weakness, and he just
Yeah, it's brutal. And at the very beginning, Batman goes to visit his parents' grave, and they're just gone, jacked out of the grave. He has like flowers in his hands, and he's got a crazy look on his face, and it looks like Ras Al Ghul stole him to make Batman go on a wild goose chase.
Yeah, keep him out of the picture most of the time, right? So
yeah,
because he's like the best detective,
Yeah, exactly. So he doesn't have a plan for Batman, obviously. So he basically keeps him occupied. And then there's another plot with the communications tower. Like Ras does something to
make everybody's like speech wrong. And
yeah, they're like some part of their brain is wrong and they can't communicate. They just speak gibberish and they hear gibberish.
Yeah, at first he like scrambles all the words or something like that. You can't like read
it's like
words at all.
massive dyslexia.
Yeah, so like everybody doesn't know where they're going. Nobody can't go to streets or anything like that. And like surgeons don't know what to do.
Also, they can't read newspapers.
Yeah, medical charts either. That was a big thing.
Yeah, everyone's just the whole world goes into chaos because y'all know how Ras likes to do it.
Yeah, and all the Justice League guys, he just finds all the little weaknesses and just takes hold of them.
And this is while the Justice League is down.
So how is it that they made the recovery and come in to save the day?
Well, first off, what they do to each of them, which is like very, very specific. Like Batman just really focused on everybody and figured out like a weakness for them, and he just like applied it to all of them. So like
yeah, basically Aquaman was like he was given a fear of water, so he couldn't even get into water or he would die.
So he was like drying out and stuff.
Well, he needed to be in water or he would die, but then he was scared of it.
Yeah, he basically got a phobia of it. Couldn't get in there.
And like none of these were solved right away. They were solved kind of in the last book. Like they were brutal. He made Kyle Rayner, the Green Lantern, at the time just completely blind. That was his thing, and he's an artist too, so he was just like screwed.
Yeah, he was definitely freaking out.
He lit like John Jones on like some kind of fire, just like the movie. He was just like on some kind of continual fire thing where Martian Manhunter hates fire. It's like his weakness. So
yeah, and then they also Wonder Woman they like put something like chip in her brain. And made her like see somebody she was fighting. Basically, she was like fighting herself, and she would like because like she's Amazonian, so like they're like hardcore fighters.
And there was something about the Flash.
Yeah, he actually had epileptic like seizures that were like just like he had like impulse seizures, like they were just crazy, like they could have killed him.
And they broke Plastic Man was in there too. They broke him into a bunch of pieces.
Yeah, they froze him, and then they just hit him with a hammer basically, and he just fell down, and they like.
And there was. There was a lot of stuff, basically, but they ended up solving it all at the end.
Superman also got like some kryptonite on him, which like made all his skin like all weird and stuff like that, on his insides and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So in the story, they come out and figure out each person's customized problem one by one and save everybody. So when they find out that it's Batman who created all this stuff.
I'd like to say one interesting part about how they saved Aquaman. I think Martian Manhunter like gave him some kind of like illusion that he was
yeah, he was actually in the desert, and then
but he was actually in a tank of water.
Yeah, but he just got in his head and just made him like think about it.
Sorry to interrupt you though.
That's all right. That's good to know. So whenever they solve everyone's individual crises, and they find out that Batman's the one who constructed all these scenarios, what happens? Like, do they accept it? Do they flip out?
They flip out.
Oh yeah, they felt betrayed. They hate Batman now. They were like, why would Bruce do this? Like, it's sick. What was he planning?
They basically said like Wonder Woman, like she freaked out the most. She's like, I can't fight next to someone who wants to examine me and take my weaknesses and all this stuff. Why they're actually like my friend or something like that. So like they feel all betrayed. Like everybody's just freaking out.
They definitely do. Batman it's pretty cool because Batman is portrayed as pretty much like brilliant in this book. He's like really genius, and if you're looking for Batman smarts in it, this is definitely the best book for that.
Yeah, they all just have a vote and they decide if they're gonna keep.
Yeah. Does that lead to our next question?
Yeah. As every major story arc in a comics universe, what does the story change?
Well, the story changes that Batman gets voted out of the Justice League at the very end.
What's really cool is Batman, he's being so smart, he actually knows he's going to get voted out, and he's already gone.
Yeah, basically, for some reason, there's only 5 members, I think, voting.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but 2 of them vote yes, 2 of them vote no, and then the last one's Superman. I think Wonder Woman voted no, Kyle Rayner voted yes to keep him, Plastic Man voted...
no, he voted, I think he
Plastic
voted
Man voted no, which is surprising. And then, who was the other member?
John voted.
Oh, yeah, Martian Manhunter voted to keep him. Because he said it wasn't, like, he knows John Jones is powerful, and he said he doesn't mind him having a plan to take him down. And they just felt really betrayed, and then it came down to Superman, and Superman just kind of looked out the door, and they said, Superman, you're his best friend, you know him better than anyone, what do you think? And he said, simultaneously, as he said, like, you'd vote him off, it shows Batman just gone. He already knew he would be voted off.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting on how, we don't know how he joins the Justice League again, but he somehow does, obviously. Like, he's not out of it forever, we all know that.
Well, he's just such a good superhero, like, oh, they, like, not,
Yeah, so I don't know the exact story arc, but he does obviously join it again, and we're looking to read those, but they're not as big of a graphic novel as this. Also, this has everything to do with, like, the OMAC project and the Checkmate plot that happens after this, because Batman basically opens up a whole storyline.
Alright, so, Hawkeye, let's start with you. What would you rate this story and why?
Oh, I'd definitely rate this, like, way up there. Like, I'd definitely rate it, like, a 10. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it shows how brilliant Batman is, and it shows, like, how, like, he just had everybody's weakness, like, just locked away. I love it.
Yeah.
Alright, Bob Dole, what about you?
Well, this is a little biased because we are rating our favorites, but this is actually one of my all-time favorite comics, and I'm rating it a 10 out of 10 for sure. Like, this is one of my absolute favorites. I love everything about it, and I think it's one of the best Batman ones there is.
Alright guys, thanks for joining us on this comic review.
Yeah, be sure to check out the digital library. It's on the homepage. Just click on one of the comics, and it's getting a lot of hits right now, so a bunch of free comics available.
See you guys later.